Tank Davis, please report to the principal's office. Tank Davis, please report to the principal's office. I need to have a word with you, fella. And look, you ain't in no trouble, but I gotta hold you to them words. Oh. Shout out to Tank Davis for making bold statements. But the thing about bold statements, the thing about, being verbal about certain things and you say it in a setting where other people can hear it and respond to it, is you got to be held accountable, right? Now, for those of you who don't know, this news is making its rounds through the boxing community. I've seen it on a few channels now, and of course, your boy got put my 2 cents on it. Now, Tank Davis, it appears he was doing an interview, and someone felt that he could not turn. He was asked about Terence Crawford, and they said they felt like he could knock Terence Crawford out in 5, and he said, "Nah, 6," meaning he feels like he can knock Terence Crawford out in 6. That's an extremely bold statement. Now, real quick, let me say this about Tank Davis, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of blowback about this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might come for my top about this one. I honestly believe nobody 140 and below can really rock out with Tank. I'm just being real. I think he beats them all. I don't give a damn who you name. I think Tank beats him. Now, listen, there's a difference now. I'm not saying that they can't beat Tank, but if you schedule the fight, I'm putting my money on Tank. That's just how I feel. The Devin Haney's, the Shakurs, the Lomachenkos, even at 140 with the Prograis and the Tiafimos, I think Tank beats them all. I think he doesn't get nearly half as much credit as he's supposed to about his IQ. And on top of that ring IQ, he's got the power. It's a deadly combination, bro. Because not only do you have the power, you have the IQ to actually utilize the power in a manner where it's extremely effective. You know what I mean? Extremely effective. So I don't think it's far-fetched that Tank Davis could go up to 147 and have success. Just being real. And again, I like to compare him to the Manny Pacquiao, who's around the same height. And I think for the most part, he tries his best to stay at those lower weight classes. Now, mind you, when Tank is doing his thing, he's a little thick knot, man. He gets up there in weight. I can guarantee you that his walk around weight, if he ain't really training and he just chilling and but in some type of shape, is at least 160-ish, 165, maybe even 170. So it's not far fetched for him to be at 140 or to fight at 147. But he tries to sticks around those smaller weight classes because of his height. He's 5'5". That's extremely short. The more you go up in weight classes, the more you have to deal with bigger, longer fighters. But when you look at him versus a Mario Barrios, who at the time I believe was like pushing 6 foot, you know what I mean? I want to say that might have been the tallest fighter he's fought at 140. He'll be in that situation a lot more often at 147. Plus those guys, you have some bigger 147s as well. But I say that to say it's not far-fetched. And if you're going to make these bold statements where people can actually hear you, like we hear you, nigga, you can't make these statements without being able or being willing to back it up. And I feel like if you're going to make that statement, you need to be calling out Terence Crawford, bro. And I don't see that being a bad idea. Who wouldn't want to see Tank Davis take a crack at Terence Bud, or Terence Bud take a crack at Tank Davis? You know what I mean? And I don't want to say that that's just one of those, like a dream fight. You know what I mean? A CGI fight. It's not one of those. No, this could be very real. You know what I mean? Now, of course, Bud has goals. He wants Jamel. I'm almost positive that's definitely what he would love to have next. Hopefully this Spence thing don't happen, but I got a gut feeling that it will, and I think he punishes Spence again at 154 just to shut up all of the people who saying that Spence was weight drained or high or whatever the case, whatever excuses that they was making that Spence himself wasn't making. I think he wants to shut those people up. For me, it just don't make no sense for Spence. You could see the disparity in skill set. You never fought nobody like Bud, and it was apparent. And I just don't believe you can fix what really needs to be fixed by the time this fight will happen again. And by that time, Bud would be on something different, and you probably going to get around the same results. If he doesn't stop him, which I think he probably does again, he'll beat him on the scorecards. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? It was just because y'all know I had this a 50-50 fight. But after what I witnessed, oh shit, man. Come on, man. But Tank Davis, call Bud out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You looking for that next real big, what's the next real big mega fight for Tank Davis? Like where he can potentially get close to them Ryan Garcia numbers again. Now you just seen Bud and Spence do 700,000-800,000. All right, maybe they still trickling in. Maybe they closer to the 800,000 than we think. I've seen somewhere between 750 and 800,000. Then I've seen 750 to 850,000. So Bud is potentially a really, really good dancing partner. You're not gonna get those numbers with Devin Haney more than likely. I don't think so. You're definitely not going to get it with Shakur at this point. I don't think so. Bud got a whole new fan base now. He's been exposed to the casuals, right? They know him now. You can't even really say this about Devin Haney right now, even though he's undisputed. So there's a few different ways to look at this thing. But my whole thing is, if you're going to make statements like that, bro, go ahead and challenge. I would at least throw down the challenge and see how Terence Crawford responds. Because outside of a Charlo fight, and that's chasing more history and legacy, the big money fight is Tank. So I don't think it's a hard decision for Bud Crawford. I think that's something that he would really, truly be up to doing. Of course, I think he'd be game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would take much to convince him that was a great fight to make. All right. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I ain't gonna talk to y'all all day about this one, but because I could, you know what I mean, on some real shit. Boy, Bud Crawford versus Gervonta Tank Davis? Wow. Could the little fella deliver on the 6th round KO? Or does Bud just make it look more, get out there and put on a clinic and make another great fighter look like easy work? Damn. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.